Hey guys, it's Alicia, and today I'm going to show you how to fix ERR tunnel connection failed in Chrome. Every time you visit a new website, your browser sends requests to multiple servers to fetch its content. These requests can sometimes fail due to problems with intermediary servers. In some cases, you'll get the tunnel connection failed error. In this video, we'll explain what the tunnel connection failed error is and what causes it, and how to fix it. But before we get started, I want to let you know that there will be links to more resources in the video's description. And remember, subscribe and ring that bell to get notifications for future helpful content. Now, let's learn more about this error. A tunnel is a type of connection that allows data to be transmitted securely over a network. The tunnel connection failed error typically refers to a problem with either a proxy or a domain name system. It appears when the browser is unable to establish a connection with the server due to problems within the tunnel. The error doesn't indicate a problem from your internet connection itself. You may still be able to access other URLs or use online apps. In a nutshell, the DNS or proxy that you're using may not be able to resolve the domain you're trying to visit. Other browsers can also run into problems that prevent them from showing you a website. However, the specific wording of the tunnel connection failed error is unique to Google Chrome. This is one of those rare scenarios where the error message displayed in the browser has little to do with the underlying problem. According to Chrome, the tunnel connection failed error can point to a website being down or having moved to a new address. This is a generic error message and does not reflect the real issues behind it. Before you proceed, we recommend that you clear the browser cache. Issues with proxy servers are the main cause behind the tunnel connection failed error. Usually, you can solve this problem by configuring the OS to either detect proxy settings automatically or configure it to use a special server. To do this in Windows, open the command prompt and type in this command. This will open the Internet Properties configuration window. Go to Connections, then LAN Settings. On the next screen, check to see if Windows is using a specific proxy server. If that's the case, you should see the server information under Proxy Server. By default, your internet connection should be configured to detect proxy settings automatically. If that option is disabled, try enabling it temporarily. After enabling automatic configuration, check to see if the tunnel connection failed message has disappeared. If the error persists, try disabling both the automatic proxy configuration and the manual setup. This means navigating the web with no proxy. If you're using macOS, you'll need to go to the Apple menu and navigate to System Settings, then Network. Select a network service on the menu to the right and click on Details, then Proxies. Here, you can choose between manual and automatic proxy configuration and disable either settings as well. Then, check to see if the error still comes up with the proxy disabled. If it does, you can try the next step. By resetting your internet configuration, we mean renewing your computer's IP address and flushing the local DNS cache. To reset the internet settings in Windows, open the command prompt in administrator mode and type the following commands one by one. After typing each command, hit Enter to execute it and then proceed to the next one. After the last command, you can try restarting Chrome to see if the tunnel connection failed error persists. If it does, the issue probably has to do with the DNS configuration. Unfortunately, macOS doesn't have a dedicated function for resetting the network connection. However, deleting and re-adding your Wi-Fi network or wired connection should have the same effect. By default, your OS will use the DNS server provided by your internet service provider. However, you can also configure your system to use a specific DNS. If you run into the tunnel connection failed error, the problem might be with your current DNS configuration. To check that configuration in Windows, open the network status screen and select Advanced Network Settings, then change adapter options. In the next screen, look for your active network connection, right-click on it, and choose Properties. A pop-up will appear. Here, you'll need to select Internet Protocol version 4 and click on Properties. This next window enables you to configure the IP and DNS settings for the active internet connection. By default, Windows will obtain both an IP address and the DNS server automatically. In this example, we're using the public Google DNS instead of the default option from our ISP. If the connection is configured to obtain the DNS server automatically, we recommend using a public DNS. There are plenty of options, including Cisco OpenDNS, Cloudflare, and Google Public DNS. In some cases, using a public DNS might improve your page loading times. To use a public DNS, you'll need to enter the server address as well as the alternate. This is optional, but recommended. If you're already using a custom DNS, try configuring the connection to obtain a DNS server automatically. Then refresh the browser. If the tunnel connection failed error disappears, there might be a temporary issue with the custom DNS you're using. Chrome has an option that enables you to reset the browser to its default settings without needing to reinstall it. This is useful as a last resort if none of the proxy and DNS configuration changes helped resolve the tunnel connection failed error. To reset Chrome, go to the browser settings and select the Reset and Cleanup tab. Inside, choose the Restore settings to their original defaults option. Chrome will ask you to confirm your request and warn you that the process will disable extensions and delete temporary data. Click on Reset Settings and wait for Chrome to restart. Then, check to see if the tunnel connection failed error has disappeared. If the error persists, you might want to check to see if other browsers, such as Mozilla, return a connection error as well. If they do, the problem likely has to do with the proxy and DNS settings and not the browser. This means you'll need to return to the previous methods and check to see if you did everything correctly. The tunnel connection failed error is unique to Google Chrome. However, you can also run into proxy and DNS server related errors in other browsers. For example, the DNS server not responding error can affect browsers such as Chrome, Safari, Firefox, and Edge. In terms of proxy errors, one issue you might encounter is 407 proxy authentication required. This error means the proxy credentials you're using aren't working or you failed to configure them properly. If you run into any errors related to DNS or proxy servers, you can use some of the methods we covered earlier to troubleshoot them. In most cases, changing the DNS or proxy configuration or using a virtual private network should solve the problem. Kinsta's WordPress hosting can speed up your website by up to 200%, and you'll get 24/7 support from our expert WordPress engineers. We offer 2 months free with any annual plan, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and unlimited free basic migration from any host. Head over to kinsta.com/plans to get started. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tutorials, explainers, and helpful content like this.